You're listening to Chill Your Mind Radio.
Standing in fire, I let it burn in front of me. You heard I'm a fighter. No, I've survived insanity. You can't let it pile up. I don't need new enemies, so we'll leave, won't leave a key. I guarantee. Come and see. You're not just anybody. Can't mess with everybody, even if everybody knows you at everybody. You're not just anybody. Can't mess with everybody. Your ex is very sorry. You're not just anybody. Just anybody. Cover the water, pouring it way, way down where it's harder. Some of us can't just anybody. You're not just anybody. Just anybody. You're not just anybody.
Watch the game. si c'est vu comme de faiblesse, le sentiment. Alors bien sûr, on a appris.
Yeah, good morning, Internet, though. Sorry for the delay. Had to make another cup of coffee before we started, before I can get into this Alex Jones nonsense. Anyway, how y'all doing? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How about them Hawks? Man, my Atlanta Hawks sure look good. Trae Young, been my favorite player for, 3 weeks, 48 points. The Hawks never give up. They never give up. Hawks up 1-0 over to Milwaukee. Sucks. Yes, the Milwaukee sucks. So congratulations to me for having a basketball team that's 1-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Yes, that's right. Hawks might lose to the Suns in the finals. Or they might lose to the Clippers. Or they might lose to the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. So those are what you said is one of the 3 remaining possibilities. What you said is one of the 3 remaining possibilities. Shout out to Slim Shady for this amazing GIF. Is it GIF or GIF? I don't care. It's GIF to me. Morning show every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Yes. Uncle Lou After Dark, the college football call-in show, every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. And Lunch Money with me and Pigskin Pete every Monday night at 10. Who's going to come on Lunch Money this week? Had a lot of good guests on there over the last few weeks. Edward, Celine Driver, Friction Vixen, that running back from Oklahoma State, Tiger Cat. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think we have anybody yet. I don't know. You know what we do have? We do have Mike Vick of VikTube Productions coming on today for his weekly LouAnon segment here on the Morning Shoe, where he regales us with tales of the stupid involving conspiracy theories and the like. And today, he's got a real banger. Yep, he's got a real banger today. He wants to talk about Alex Jones today. He wants to talk about Alex Jones. Let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can find something real quick.
Hey, by the way, I've decided my first real interview that I give about this new book, Howard Stern Comes Again, will be to Alex Jones.
What?
Yes, Alex Jones put in the request.
Why are you doing that for Alex Jones?
I'm going to do it right here this morning. He's on satellite.
Prepare to discard your mental blinders. Infowars.com.
Wow.
Infowars.com. I'm on with known degenerate globalist Howard Stern, Prince of the Prime Controller, sociopathic, congenital liar. Constantly tells people, let NAMBLA in your schools. Good morning, Howard.
Listen,
Wow.
I never said let NAMBLA in your schools. That's ridiculous. You're making up things, but I decided to give you the first interview on my book, Howard Stern Comes Again. And by the way, this is great with the satellite. I can see you.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful studio we have here. We are listener funded. We are not Soros funded like you. This is what we have. Listen, I said I don't want to talk to a globalist, but you know what? The eagle doesn't hunt the flea. You are a fellow author. As you know, I wrote 9/11, Descent into Tyranny, The New World Orders, Dark Plans to Turn Earth into a Prison Planet. So I figured I would have you on. Everybody published it. That's who.
That's right. Robin.
Don't question me.
Yeah. By the way, I see many items on your desk. I've never actually seen your studio before. You got a lot of products. Are those products you personally use?
These are products I use, my family uses. I endorse these wholeheartedly, Howard. Infowars.com, prisonplanet.tv. You'll get the products. But listen, I got you on.
Right.
Tell us about your piece of propaganda trash book. Go ahead. Come on.
All right. Well, I've written a new book, Howard Stern Comes Again.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to mock you with a puppet while you speak. Don't mind me. Keep going.
Oh, come on.
That's your Howard puppet?
That looks like me, doesn't it?
Hold on. The Howard puppet wants to say something.
Go ahead.
Hey, now, read my book and don't question the government's accelerated mutagenics program, Robin. Oh, thank you, Howard puppet.
I didn't know you had a Howard puppet.
I do now. Listen.
Well, I should sue you because people think that's really me.
Well, I should sue you for going on about the standardized total surveillance, control grid, the breakaway civilizations. Listen, I respect you as a broadcaster. I respect your interviews. One of my favorite interviews you ever did, do you remember this? In 1996, you had Hillary Clinton on your show, and you both talked about being members of the reptilian elite. Do you remember that?
No,
I don't, actually. I wish I would have had her on. I couldn't get her on.
You don't believe me? Here, roll the clip. Check it out. You'll see.
Okay.
All right.
Hey now, my best friend Hillary Clinton is here.
I'm Hillary Clinton. I'm a reptilian leader.
So am I. Hey now.
I'm a terrible reptile with AIDS. I want to kill and eat a team of Navy SEALs.
Hey now, you've said it all.
There you go. Your interviews are a lot shorter on K-Rock. You really have evolved.
Yes, I got to tell you, Alex, this is an honor for you because I have not given any interviews yet on the book, and you're the first one. So I did it because I felt, look, you're a broadcaster. You've been banned from everywhere.
Yes.
You can't find your show anywhere.
And listen, the corporate media, they strangle free speech. They strangle America. The gatekeepers say, read our talking points. We'll give you administrative control. We'll let you not be one of the proletariat slaves like Jones, but you understand me, and I appreciate that. Listen, Roger Stone's coming in the next hour. Howard, I'm going to let you go. Here, plug your globalist trash book before you leave. Go.
Thank you for that. For your audience, I think you guys will really love the book. Howard Stern Comes Again. I hope everybody buys it and enjoys it.
Are there any conspiracies in it?
There are, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think Alex will approve. And
do you talk about the mass farming of humanoid tissue, cows that produce human milk, spiders that produce body armor, human animal embryos, and how they kill them on the embryonic level before they're grown fully?
I don't talk about that, but I think you can learn something from the book. Look, you're a broadcaster. I talk about my methods and the way I broadcast, and I choose my favorite interviews, and I show them. There's a very sweet picture of me on the cover. Howard Stern Comes Again, Alex.
Yeah,
was
you
the
must
picture
have
taken at the
loved it.
Bilderberg meeting?
What is that?
Was it taken at the Bilderberg meeting when you go and you hang out with Bill Gates and you talk about disease X?
Oh, boy.
As a matter of fact, that's where we shot the picture. You're right.
Beautiful. Listen, you've been a good guest. I tell you what, Howard, I'm not going to leave you empty-handed. I'm going to send you home with some InfoWars products.
Please.
You're going to love your 9/11 hoodie footy. With thermal technology, it'll keep you warm because coziness is an inside job. Also, you're getting Super Male Shield Vitality. It's got some good allergens, got some bad allergens, made with red yeast rice. You're going to have energy. You're going to have burning urine. You're going to love it. Infowars.com.
All right. Well, thank you, Alex, for allowing me on your show.
Is burning urine a good thing?
Yeah, you
There you go. That's what we're in store for, I guess. Go ahead, you can call in whenever you're ready, Vic. Just call my cell phone today. Alex Jones is a lunatic. I'll see what Vic has to say about it, but my favorite thing about Alex Jones is what he says every time he gets sued. That's my favorite thing about him. We'll see what Vic has to say. Any college football news? I hope there's no Georgia news, because if there is, it's not good news, is it? No. It would be bad news. No. Well, they do have one of the most famous UGA pictures of all time on the college football home screen on ESPN this morning. If you're a Georgia fan, I'm sure you've seen this picture a million times. They have an article about coaches headbutting players. And this is a pretty famous UGA picture right here. Russell. Before he became the head coach of Georgia Southern and won a bunch of national titles. No.
Yeah, good morning, that.
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, are you ready for another mind-bending edition of LouAnon?
Mind-bending, head-scratching, and hair-raising edition here of the Uncle Lou Show. Yes. Clearly I'm ready. All right. Tell everybody what it is that we're going to go ahead and be talking about today.
Yes, going to talking about Alex Jones, conspiracies. Yeah, we're going to be talking about just a few of my favorite ones.
All right, well, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everyone's favorite Thursday morning segment, LouAnon with VikTube. Vic, I was going to ask you if that was enough on the theme, but somebody in the comment section has asked for 30 seconds more.
Okay.
All right. All right, VikTube. Welcome back to the morning show, sir. Going to be hard to top last week's edition of LouAnon, I think. Last week, one of my favorites that we've had so far. That was a lot of fun. But up today, everyone's favorite radio clown, Alex Jones. So, let's go, Vic.
Yes, the first one that I'm going to start with, yes, this is something that Sea-Dog has really wanted us to do. Yes, this one is about chemicals in the water are turning frogs gay.
Wow. I don't know anything about this here. You're gonna have to fill me in.
Yeah, they're turning the friggin' frogs gay.
Anywhere in particular,
then,
or just everywhere?
I guess everywhere. I guess.
Okay. And what's the downside of that?
The downside of what are frogs being gay?
Yeah.
Okay, because if they're gay, that means that they're not making baby frogs.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they say that that it's also turning people gay too. Yes, what he also says.
Now, this might be a silly question, and if it is, I apologize in advance.
Okay.
You said the problem with frogs being gay is that they can't produce baby frogs.
Yeah, that they're not reproducing. That's right.
Well, you specifically said reproducing baby frogs.
That's right. That's what reproducing is. It means making baby frogs.
My point, though, is there any such thing anyway as a baby frog?
Well, yeah, I think they're called tadpoles.
Right. How old is a frog the day it becomes a frog?
I don't know, about a few weeks.
14.
Okay, so 14. Okay,
Right.
14 years or weeks?
Weeks. Yeah, just weeks.
Okay, weeks. 14 weeks. Okay.
So.
Yeah, to when they reach mating age. Yeah.
Gotcha. Who's doing this? The government, I'm guessing?
Yeah, the government, yeah.
And is it something intentional towards the frogs, or is this just an unfortunate side effect of the government putting, what'd you say, chemicals in the water?
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. Yeah. So trying not turn not just frogs, but people too.
Oh, people too. With the same goal in mind, to prevent them from reproducing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah. Population control.
Now, when people reproduce, they do have a baby, don't they? They don't have tadpoles, do they?
That's right. No, they don't.
So they're a baby the day they're born.
Yeah, that's right.
Doesn't take 14 weeks.
No.
Okay.
No.
But this just sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, though, yeah.
Let me a couple more. Okay, so I'll play along here. So, what the chemical that they're putting in the water, is it a specific chemical that they're purposely putting in the water with the sole purpose of turning things gay, or is people and frogs? And why is it only people and frogs?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or is this just a side effect of what are we talking? Are we talking about like chemical dumping here, like, or are we talking about some sort of government program specifically designed to turn people and frogs gay?
Yeah, no, they mean like pesticides.
So this isn't something intentional that the government is doing.
Yeah, it is pesticide. They said that it was astrazine.
Right. But the whole turning things gay thing is just an unfortunate side effect?
No.
Or is that the intended purpose?
It is intentional.
It's intentional. So they're specifically dumping a specific chemical in the water with the sole purpose of turning things gay.
Yeah, that's what he says. Yeah.
Okay. This one's really too ridiculous to talk about. What's next?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you don't want to talk about that one anymore?
No, that's just ridiculous. Let's just there's 100 of these, so let's just move on to number 2.
Okay. So we can't talk more about frog life cycles.
There's nothing more to talk about. Tadpole,
Okay,
14
fine.
weeks, frog. And I don't know how serious you're being. Now, if you're
I'm talking about how.
now there is a
frogs,
difference between a frog and a toad. I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, I know.
Now toads
Yeah,
only
I
take
know.
about 2 months.
Right.
So-
Yes, that's about 8 weeks. Right.
Right. So tadpoles about 14 weeks to become frogs. Toads become toadlets after about 2 months.
Toadlets.
Yeah, they develop back legs first, then the front legs.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
and then,
The
they
tail
develop
shrinks away.
lungs.
Yes. So that's
They
that
develop
is
lungs.
right.
Yeah, they replace their gills with lungs.
Well, they're amphibious, so
That's right. Yeah, and then frogs. Yes, they don't have sex like the way we do. Yeah, yes, they fertilize externally. So it's like a female will lay her eggs in the water, and then the male will put his sperm in the water to fertilize the eggs.
right. So let me ask a ridiculous question here. Does a gay female frog not produce eggs or something? And does a male gay frog not release sperm into the water just because they're gay?
No.
Okay, because there's nothing, like you said, there's nothing sexual about frogs reproducing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So I don't really understand how frogs being gay would prevent them from reproducing.
Yeah, I mean, even in humans, again, a gay man or a lesbian woman, they can still reproduce. So
Right. So I don't really understand, but let's move on to conspiracy number 2.
Okay, let's talk about Pizzagate.
Oh, now I know what Pizzagate is. This is an Alex Jones
you've heard of this
conspiracy?
one.
Okay.
I
thought this was a QAnon.
Well, it's not.
but-
Well, it's not. Really. His, but
He didn't invent
was
it. Okay.
promoting it.
He just
though.
has a lot to say about it.
Yeah,
I
he
understand.
promoted it though.
I'm with you.
He pushed it. Yeah, the actual inventor of that theory was Edgar Welsh. But anyway, so it was Hillary Clinton was running a child sex trafficking ring out of a pizza restaurant. In the D.C. area. It's
Right.
called Comet Ping Pong.
Yes. They were running this out of the basement of that pizza place, the basement that doesn't exist.
Yes, that's right. Yes, so this guy, Edgar Welsh, went in there with an AR-15. He had tried to rescue the kids, but he didn't find what he was expecting to find. Yeah, and then he got arrested.
Right. And then the police showed up and searched the place, and what do you know? There is no basement.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I thought for sure these people were telling the truth.
Yeah.
But yeah, and everything was a code word. So if you ordered whatever kind of pizza you ordered was code for what type of child you wanted.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. This is similar to what they were supposedly doing at Wayfair.
At Wayfair, that's right. You order a dresser for $2,000 and it comes with a 2-year-old stuffed in the top drawer. From Wayfair.
Yeah.
Right. Now, this is a conspiracy that, at least in my mind, has been proven false. The true conspiracy nuts will say, well, the police were in on it. They didn't open the right doors. There was a bookcase in front of the door or whatever. They'll make something up. But
right.
There's no basement there. There's no secret closet in that place. Nothing. Literally nothing. except pizza. Maybe a calzone or two.
Yeah.
That conspiracy is unusual in that usually it's impossible. You can't. What's the thing? You can't prove a negative. You can't prove something doesn't. Like take Bigfoot for example. You can't prove that. You can't prove that Bigfoot doesn't exist. You can't. That's impossible.
No, you can't.
But you can prove that there's not a basement full of kids underneath the Pizza Hut in Washington, D.C. You can prove that. And they did prove that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Raw Dog says the oven probably had a trap door.
It sounds like he's thought this through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Between the Trenches, thank you for the super chat. He says, I've never seen Vic and Jones in the same place. Uh-oh.
No. Uh-oh.
Vic, are you Alex Jones?
No.
Can you prove you're not Alex Jones?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, I don't know.
Trenches might be onto something
yeah,
here.
Yeah, I guess I can't prove. Yeah, I guess I can't prove that I'm not Alex Jones. But can you prove that I am though?
This isn't how conspiracies work, sir. I don't need any evidence or anything.
Right.
All I need to do is say it enough. That's it.
Yeah. Right.
Now, Slim Shady, thank you for the super chat. He says this picture of D4's cat looks as suspect as D4.
Oh.
Shots fired at D4.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't see that coming.
Shots fired at D4's cat.
Right. I didn't see that coming at all.
Slim Shady says, I don't disagree. The Clintons are up to some shady shit, though.
Yeah, they've killed 50 people. Didn't you know that?
Yeah. Right, yeah, they killed Epstein.
Yeah, Trump gave him the key to get into that prison that he was in charge of. This tea, though. I'm not really drinking tea. Drinking coffee.
Yeah, no, you don't drink tea.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah, and if you were drinking tea, I'm going to ask you where the real Uncle Lou is.
Right. Now I don't drink hot tea. I drink sweet tea. I drink iced tea, but I don't drink. I'm not British. I don't drink hot tea.
Yeah, you don't drink tea in the morning.
No,
right?
that would be silly.
Right.
That would be silly. So now this pizza conspiracy is a lot more mainstream than the frog one. Like,
yes.
The pizza theory made the news. It had to make the news when the guy showed up with a whatever gun he had and started shooting people. But I don't know if I've ever heard anything about the frog thing, like on regular TV or news or anything like that. But the pizza thing's a little bit more mainstream. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Pizzagate.
Yes, Slim Shady Kane says Bill Clinton is screwing everybody not named Hillary.
I don't know if anybody's seen Bill Clinton lately, but I don't think he's doing much screwing at all these days.
No, not these days. Well, I think Mama Bill and Hillary have a daughter, right?
They do.
So so Bill must have screwed at some point, right?
At least once.
Yeah, at least once. Yeah.
Although there's probably some conspiracy about how Chelsea Clinton is really the love child of Bill Soros and George, or Bill Gates and George Soros or something. We'll have to save that for another day, though. What else does this Alex Jones maniac have to say?
Yeah, let's see what else. About that, Bill Gates.
What about him?
Yeah, Bill Gates is a eugenicist.
Now, what's that mean?
Yeah, so like with his vaccines, it's like sending vaccines to like people in in Africa.
A eugenicist is somebody who sends vaccines to Africa?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, he was trying to kill people with vaccines. Yeah, use them to control using them to control non-white populations.
And what's happened with the population of Africa over the last 20 years since Bill Gates got involved with his vaccines?
Yeah, it has grown.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah. So how is that working out?
I guess is Bill Gates the worst population control person in history?
No.
Who is?
Probably Hitler.
No, Hitler was good at it.
Yeah, Hitler's pretty good at it. Yeah, who else?
Bill Gates is terrible at it. He's trying to kill people off. Meanwhile, the population of Africa has basically doubled in the last 20 years.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, Rick Sanchez says a eugenist is a gene scientist.
A eugenicist is someone. A eugenicist is someone who believes in selective breeding. A eugenicist believes in selective breeding.
Oh. Okay.
You don't actually kill people. You just let the weak die off by not allowing them to reproduce.
Oh, okay.
They did this during slavery. They would take the biggest, strongest, fastest male slave and mate them with the biggest, strongest, fastest female slave.
Yeah.
And they did this over and over and over. Now,
right.
What has been the end result of that? Vic?
Yeah,
the NFL, the NFL and the NBA.
And
yes.
The NBA.
Yes.
Yeah, football players, basketball players.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why the majority of them are black.
Some people have got mad at me in the past for saying that, and
yeah, I know.
I'm not saying that's the only reason, but I do truly believe that is part of the reason that for that. I truly believe that.
Right.
Which person alive on planet Earth right now do you think is responsible for saving the most amount of lives?
An individual responsible for saving the most amount of lives.
Yes.
You think I saved the most lives?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Okay.
Bill Gates.
Okay. between the trenches says, I thought eugenist was someone who only uses Head and Shoulders shampoo. Okay.
I thought a eugenist was someone who studied people named Eugene.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
A scientist. What does a scientist study?
Science.
Okay. What about an astronomist?
That studies the stars.
Astronomy, yeah. But a eugenist studies people named Eugene.
Yeah. Oh no, I think a eugenicist studies genetics.
Rich says Bill Gates is a cheater. Maybe he should run for president.
Yeah, he probably is.
Has he only cheated once?
No, he's probably cheated more than once, probably.
He could definitely run for president then.
Yeah.
Bill Gates. I would be curious to know what it is that got all these people riled up about Bill Gates, like why it is that they just think Bill Gates is the devil.
I don't know.
This has been going on for a while with Bill Gates. It really ramped up with the whole coronavirus thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how they kind of just fixated on Bill Gates. Of like, why of all people? I don't get it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. What party would Bill Gates run as?
I guess a Democrat. Is he a Democrat? He must be.
I don't know. No, I don't know what his political party is.
I'm assuming it's Democrat
Yeah,
because
I just know
all the
that.
Trumpers
I
hate
just know
him.
that he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super rich. So it doesn't like to pay taxes.
Again. It looks like he should be running for president then.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
he meets all the qualifications. He meets all the qualifications of the quote unquote greatest president ever. He's a cheater.
Yeah.
He doesn't pay taxes.
Taxes. Yeah. Sounds like he should run as a Republican.
A large percentage of people hate him for no good reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
He could win.
Right. No.
Bill Gates is a douchebag.
Bill Gates wouldn't win. Yeah, Bill Gates is a douchebag. Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, he wouldn't win.
I don't know. Papa Shrimp says it sounds like we're describing Trump.
Yeah.
Well, he has cheated on every wife he's ever had. How many times has Bill Gates been married?
Let's see, once, I think.
Oh, he's got to get married a couple more times.
Right.
Before the Christian right can support him as a presidential candidate.
Right.
Is he a Yankee from New York, Bill Gates?
Yeah.
He is? He's
No,
from Washington, I think. He's from the state of Washington.
I don't know. Oh, okay. Yes.
He's from the state of Washington.
Okay.
Isn't that where Microsoft is? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Rack Dog said Bill Gates is a farmer. And Jeremy Garrettson says, I think Bill Gates owns some farmland in Nebraska. Right, just because he owns farmland, that does not make him a farmer.
There has to be some sort of conspiracy that the lunatics have come up with about his farm in Nebraska. That just sounds too.
Yes,
That sounds
owning
too
a
easy.
farm. Yes, owning a farm does not make him a farmer.
The only he says Trump might not pay taxes, but he does some charity work. Again, are you talking about Trump or Bill Gates? Because there's not a person on planet Earth who has given more money away than Bill Gates. I mean, and whoever's in second place, it's not even close. Or Trump and Bill Gates might be the same person. Has Bill Gates filed bankruptcy a dozen times?
No.
Oh, well, he needs to get on top of that.
Yeah. And see, what about vaccines? Yeah, weren't Trump and Bill Gates were both promoting the COVID vaccine?
Now, this is starting to get scary now. Somebody needs to develop this conspiracy that Bill Gates and Donald Trump are actually the same person. Are there any pictures I can find of Bill Gates with Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, because there's plenty of Trump pictures with Epstein.
Yes.
This is getting weird.
Yes. Yeah, Triple Diesel says Bill Gates is just a puppet. Yes, crumbs compared to the real elites like the Rockefellers who give the orders.
Slim Shady Kane says they proved Trump paid his taxes, but what do we know about they, Vic? What's the one thing we know about they? They are always wrong.
Yes, that's right. They are always wrong. Yes.
Now, he says they proved Trump paid his taxes. I know the they he's referring to isn't Trump, because Trump easily could have proved that at any time.
Yes, just release
but he chose not to. Right.
Yep.
I don't care. I don't care whether he paid his taxes or not. I mean, if he didn't pay any taxes, I'm sure it was nothing illegal. I mean, this is what rich people generally don't pay taxes. Yeah, I mean, if you can afford enough accountants,
taxes while the rest of us paid taxes.
Well, yeah, but all rich people. Warren Buffett's secretary makes $100,000 a year and pays more federal income tax than he does. I mean, he said that a million times. I mean, he doesn't apologize for it. Trump shouldn't either. I mean, that's how these people.
Well, that's not fair.
That's how these people go from being rich to being wealthy. That they're not in the business of giving their money away, not even to the government.
Well, that's not fair.
Yeah, I mean, you pay a team of accountants $1 million a year to save you $20 million a year. It becomes worth it. So it's not Trump's fault that he didn't pay tax. If it's not Trump's fault that he looked at the tax code and figured out how to not pay taxes. I mean, we all do that. We might not have the accountants that the rich people have to get every single penny or whatever, but most people are trying to pay as little amount of taxes as possible. I don't hold that against anybody, not even Trump.
Yeah, Trump didn't want to release his tax returns. He didn't want people to find out that he's not as rich as he says he is.
I think that has more to do with it than him trying to hide the fact that he did something shady with his taxes. I think it's just that he didn't want people to know that he loses money every year.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
And even if his tax returns show that he loses money every year, that's not really an indication of him not making any money. I mean, this is how businesses operate. It's the business's goal to try to show a loss so that they don't have to pay any taxes.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the year, when I sit down to do my taxes, I have a list a mile long of every penny I spent on everything for this channel. And I just continue to write off and write off and write off till I can try to make my income as low as possible.
Right.
The only difference is I'm doing it myself, and rich people have a whole team of people to do it. That's all.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Make your income tax as low as you can.
Right.
So you can make your income as high as you can.
Exactly. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but it says, but do you have enough money to end homelessness or to overthrow a Latin American government?
Me? No. Mm-mm.
No. I don't either. Yeah, I don't either.
I barely have enough money to feed one homeless person a day or something, you know?
Right, yeah.
So. What's next on the Bill Gates, on the Alex Jones conspiracy list?
About Sandy Hook.
Yes.
Yes, the Sandy Hook shooting was a hoax.
Now, of all the conspiracies ever in the history of mankind, this is probably the one that pisses me off the most.
Yeah, same.
Can you imagine being a parent or even a member of that community or a teacher at that school or whatever and having to listen to these brain dead, just idiots go on and on about how your child being cut in half with an AR-15 at the age of 6 is all a made-up joke? If I was one of those parents up there, I would be looking for people who went around saying that. I mean, you're on another level of sickness when you go around espousing that kind of shit.
That's just sick. Yeah,
and that's one of the things that got him
how
sued.
Could you joke about? How could you joke about something like that?
Right. And he's been sued a couple of times, Alex Jones, and this is one of the ones. This is one of the ones that gets him sued, is when he goes on and on about this stuff here.
Yes, right. Yeah, and deservedly so.
And this brings me to my favorite fact about Alex Jones, and that is his argument every single time he's sued. We talked about this one time in relation to Fox News being sued, and the argument that they made in court. And Alex Jones makes a similar argument every single time he goes to court, which is, no one should be dumb enough to believe the things I say. If they do, that's not my fault. That's their fault. That's his defense when he gets sued about Sandy Hook and the other dribble that he goes on about. Where is this? Here you go. Alex Jones' attorneys argue that no reasonable person would believe anything he says. The problem is these people aren't reasonable,
Right.
That would believe that. So, one of the parents of one of the kids killed at Sandy Hook sued him. Sue whatever county. Where is it? I'm trying to see the quote here. Jones' attorneys had to walk a tightrope in the courtroom because acknowledging that his persona is an act, while also having to maintain for the sake of his audience that he actually does believe every word he says. Ay, ay, ay. 'Cause, 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 Alex Jones made a video titled Sandy Hook Vampires Exposed.
What?
In that video, Jones, who has a history of denying the Sandy Hook shooting, having previously claimed it was a false flag operation, argued that the massacre might have been a false flag by a government seeking to restrict gun rights. Once more challenges the idea of blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Sandy Hook is completely fake with actors, manufactured, he says on the radio. But according to his lawyers, quote, no reasonable person would believe anything he says. I love that. I love that.
We know that his audience is not reasonable people.
Right.
So.
That's basically what they're saying is it's not our
Yeah,
fault that our audience is stupid.
QAnoners.
Right. Yeah, it's not our fault they're morons and believe this crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else is on the Alex Jones conspiracy list? What's his whole thing with reptiles? He thinks there's like a group of reptile people or something.
The lizard people.
Yes, the lizard people. What's that about? Let's look that up.
Yeah.
Alex Jones lizard people. There we go. The government has weather weapons. Now, we actually talked about this one separate from Alex Jones.
Yeah, the HARP.
Yeah.
Yeah, the HARP, yeah.
Chemicals in the water are turning frogs gay. We talked about that.
Talked about that one.
Robert Mueller is a demon and a pedophile.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one, yeah.
Now, I think this conspiracy must have went away once Robert Mueller's report said Trump didn't do anything illegal. This conspiracy must have been just a just-in-case conspiracy.
That's right. Yeah, he said there was no significant evidence of that Trump colluded with Russia.
According to Alex Jones, Mueller is the king of the swamp. The literal swamp king creature come to kill America. Everyone's so scared of Mueller, they'd let Mueller rape their kids in front of them. The word is, he doesn't have sex with kids, he just controls it. Can you imagine being a monster like that? That's a demon I will take down or I'll die trying. So that's it. It's going to happen. We're going to walk out in this square politically at high noon, and he's going to find out whether he makes a move. Make the move first, and then it's going to happen. It's not a joke. It's not a game. It's the real world. You're going to get it, or I'm going to die trying, bitch. That's an exact quote from Alex Jones to Robert Mueller.
Right, but he didn't actually end up doing that.
No, this conspiracy magically went away once the Mueller report found that Trump didn't do anything illegal.
Yeah.
The Sandy Hook shooting, we did that one already.
That one.
Alex Jones admitted in court that he does believe Sandy Hook was real. Instead, he changed his argument and claimed that the families suing him were actually agents of the Democratic Party.
Wow. Yeah, of course they were.
They had to be.
Yeah.
And then it's got the Pizzagate thing about Hillary Clinton here, too.
Right.
As we already talked about. I don't see anything about the... I guess maybe the reptile people thing is a play on the whole drain the swamp thing, and so the people that are running the swamp he calls reptile people because reptiles live in a swamp or something. I don't know.
The lizard people.
Yeah, the lizard people.
Yeah, the lizard people. Yeah.
Here's something about the lizard people. Let's see what this says. Reptilians wrapped in human skin control all of humanity. Shape-shifting reptiles control the world, masquerading as trusted political leaders.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Bizarre beliefs. Trump told Alex Jones in 2015, "Your reputation is amazing. I will not let you down." Trump's direct relationship with InfoWars and proximity to people is no secret. The president is notorious for using his powerful voice as a vehicle for fringe ideas to reach a mainstream audience. Alex Jones says it's surreal to talk about issues here on air and then word for word hear Trump say it 2 days later.
Trump still thinks he won the election.
Well, that's a whole other. Let's not get into that.
Right.
That's a whole other issue.
Yeah, it might be another topic for another day.
Yeah. Paul Warren says the Germans and the Russians fought each other in 1945, the Great War, Nazis versus Communists. Well, yeah, that was called World War II.
Yeah.
So it was Russia, the United States, England, France against Russia, Germany, Italy, and Japan. Not Russia, Germany, Italy, and Japan. United States, Russia, England, France versus Germany, Italy, and Japan. The Axis versus the Allies.
That's right.
Russia and the United States were allied powers, along with England and France and a bunch of other smaller countries. And the Axis powers were Germany, Italy, and Japan.
Japan,
and again, that was called World War II. So,
yeah.
It wasn't actually the communists versus the Nazis. It was the Democrats and the communists versus the Nazis.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was the Democrats and the communists teamed up to defeat the socialists.
Yes.
Right.
Well, they were fascists.
Of course they were.
Yeah, Andrew, the textbook says China was also a member of the Allied powers.
Who?
China.
Yeah, China too. That's a fact.
Right. That's right. Yeah, that was before China was communist.
Yep, I think China was kind of at war with Japan, like leading up to World War II. So then, when Japan bombed the United States,
I think that Japan had invaded Parts of China,
Yeah.
yeah, before the war.
So when Japan then
like,
bombed the United States,
Manchuria.
United States and China were, it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend type of thing.
Right, yeah.
So, oh, you hate Japan and we hate Japan. Well, let's team up and hate Japan together. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Slim says, actually, Russia wasn't an ally until Hitler broke the Hitler-Stalin Pact and invaded
That's right.
Russia.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't think we ever said when they became an ally. We just said that they were allies. I mean, the United States wasn't an ally until we got bombed.
Yeah,
We stayed out before that.
Until the Japanese bombed
Right.
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, we stayed out of it before that. Didn't want to get involved.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now we want to get involved everywhere, immediately, all the time.
Yes. Sure, yeah, we have bases all over the world.
Salita showing up to talk about my Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, yep.
Alex Jones. Is that show still on?
I don't know.
I can't imagine there's any actual radio station that would still carry that show, but maybe he's on the internet somewhere. Let me see. Is Alex Jones' show
probably
still on? He hosts the Alex Jones Show. Okay.
It's called InfoWars.
Yeah, I guess it's only on his website now. I can't imagine any radio station or whatever.
Yeah. I think
hosting
he
the
got kicked off of YouTube.
Probably. Huh. I don't know. Maybe he is on the radio somewhere. What is this? Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., The Alex Jones Show. Live on the Eagle, AM 1640. Where the hell is this at? This has to be in the middle of nowhere somewhere. What radio station is this? I don't know. It doesn't say. Looks like he is still on some AM stations. Oh, somewhere in Oklahoma.
Yeah, Rob Dog wants to know that's the radio station Slitta makes appearances on.
That radio station in the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma?
Yeah. You remember that one time Slitta was on a radio show?
I do remember.
Yeah.
I do. Germany tried to come back after losing World War One. Yep, that's a fact.
Yes, true.
True. What was it Hitler believed Germans were the master race or something?
Yeah.
And where was Hitler born again?
Austria.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a big believer in censorship on a private level, just not on a governmental level.
Right.
If Vic starts saying something I don't want him to say, I'm going to hang up on him.
Right.
It's my right to do that.
Right. Yeah.
If I own a newspaper, I don't have to print every editorial that someone sends in. Do I?
No.
No. Should I have to? No.
No.
If I own a website, do I have to let anybody and everybody put anything and everything they want on that website?
No.
Or can I choose what goes on that website?
Yeah, you can choose what goes on that website.
Right. What if somebody posts something on my Facebook page that I don't like? Should I be forced to leave it there?
No.
No. Should I be able to delete it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if someone posted Ray Finkel's real name and home address in my comment section right now? Should I leave it there for everyone to see, or should I censor it?
No, you should delete the comment.
Yeah, I should censor it immediately.
And hide the person who who posted it.
Oh, Ray Finkel agrees with us. He believes as long as the government doesn't do it. I agree with that too.
That's right. Yeah. We don't want anyone to find out where.
And no one's ever
Ray
voted.
Finkel's house.
No one has ever voted YouTube into office, have they?
No.
No. Okay. So YouTube can allow what they want or what they don't want.
Right.
Okay. Good. Great. Could someone else start a website called MeTube and let people put whatever they want on there? Of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MeTube.
Right. Can someone start a Twitter knockoff called Parler and let people put whatever they want on there? Of course they can.
Yeah, I think someone did do that. Yeah.
Anybody ever read the Parler Terms of Service?
No.
I have.
I haven't.
Guess what they say? Says the same thing Twitter's Terms of Service say.
Yeah,
we reserve the right to delete any of your posts or comments that we want to.
Yes.
For any reason or no reason at all.
Slim Shady Kane says social media is a utility.
Well, the internet maybe is a utility. Social media is not a utility. But you take the phone company as an example. Does Verizon have to sell you a phone? No.
No.
No. Do they have to give you phone service? No. They don't.
Right, that's right. They're also not allowed to.
I worked in the cell phone
they're
business for
also not
20
allowed.
years, and I told people every day, no, we're not giving you a phone line. Sorry. I told them every day.
Right. But Verizon is not allowed to discriminate against people, though.
Well, no one's allowed to discriminate against people. Are they?
No.
Is Walmart a utility?
No.
They can't discriminate, can they?
Right. No.
AT&T can't restrict what you say. They can cancel your service. Maybe that's what he's arguing. That instead of like Facebook deleting people's posts, they should just delete their entire account. Maybe that's what Slim is arguing. I don't know.
Right. So on what grounds would a cell phone company refuse service?
Unpaid bill, bad credit,
Oh.
no social security number, under the age of 18. That's a pretty good list there. That's a pretty good list. Anything else on Alex Jones, though?
No, I think that's all the ones that I can think of. Yeah.
Alex Jones. Jeff Webster. The only time I get worked up over differing opinions is when they don't agree with mine.
Yeah, Captain Trips wants to know, how did Osama bin Laden make a call from that cave that he was hiding in.
Didn't he have a satellite phone? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It was probably a United States satellite phone too, left over from from something we sold them some years before.
Right. That's right. Yeah, because remember we helped Osama bin Laden during their war with the Soviet Union.
What happened to BVD? Is he okay? Did something happen to BVD? I hope you're kidding.
No, nothing happened to BVD.
I haven't heard anything. I know he was on last night, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He had
he was back on last night.
Yeah, he had his show last night.
Yeah,
and
he
then,
was let out of YouTube jail.
Yeah. He had his regular Wednesday show, and then he was on whatever new show those people started that will be canceled 2 weeks from now.
Right, you mean the Halls of Fame?
No.
That one, okay. Okay, the other one,
The Morning Cap people started some new show.
Oh, yeah, it was one of those shows with Unc.
Yeah, they started some new show last night.
That show with
around
Unc
for 2
and
weeks
Carter.
and be gone.
Yeah, that show with Unc and Carter.
Right.
I can't remember what they called it. And he's called it the Super Duper Podcast.
What is that?
It was a show with Unc and Carter.
Has it been canceled too?
I don't know. I know that Unc is poison to any YouTube show.
It does seem like every show he's on just fades into oblivion in a short period of
right.
time.
Yeah.
Maybe the 14th time's a charm. I don't know. Isn't that a popular expression?
Yeah.
14th time's a charm.
Right. I think we usually say third time's a charm. But
Shit, we passed that a long time ago, buddy.
Yeah.
You got a suggestion?
Yeah, Unc is anti-Semitic.
Rob Dog has a suggestion for us, Vic. You see that?
Maybe do the Nebraska cell phone blackout coverage.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, me neither.
Never heard of that.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul Warren wants to know if Tennessee can go 6-6.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Yeah,
if they beat Pittsburgh,
could.
they have to win that Pittsburgh game, I think.
Yeah, they got to beat Pitt.
Yeah.
They beat Pitt. Yeah, then I think that they make a bowl game.
Yeah.
If they don't, then they won't.
The way I look at it is, if they can't beat Pitt, then there's a couple of SEC games that I think then they almost have no chance of losing. Whereas if they beat Pitt, I say, okay, well, maybe they can win those couple of games.
Right.
You know, like if they don't beat Pitt, I mean, South Carolina would be a 50-50 game. Vandy would be a 50-50 game. Kentucky and Mizzou would be less than 50-50.
Right.
They already play Alabama and Ole Miss from the West. That's 2 losses. They play Georgia and Florida in the East. That's 2 losses. So that puts them at 4. I mean, there's 4 losses between Georgia, Bama, Florida, Ole Miss. That's 4 losses.
Ole Miss, Yeah, and then they've also got 2 more losses between Kentucky and Mizzou.
Well, I do think Mizzou will beat them. Kentucky, I'm not so sure. For whatever reason, Tennessee has owned Kentucky even in the down times. I think Kentucky only has a couple of wins over them, even in the last 15 years or so.
Remember what happened last year, though? Kentucky mollywopped.
Oh, yeah, they ran it in dry. No lube. Bent them over right there on the 50-yard line. Yeah, that's true. But if you count like just those 4 games as guaranteed losses, then that only leaves 2 games as room for error in order to still be bowl eligible. So, like, I think Mizzou is pretty good and we'll probably beat them. That would be a 5th loss. So they pretty much would have to run the table between teams like South Carolina, Vandy, Kentucky, and the other 3 non-cons. And I think Tennessee will win those other 3 non-con games, but there are some people that don't feel that way.
Yeah. I
know. So, we'll see.
I think my mom, Golden Blue dude, had Tennessee losing to one of those non-Power 5 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't know how the Tennessee man feels, but in reality, if Tennessee goes 6-6 and makes a bowl game, to me, that's a successful first season for Josh Heupel, considering the amount of talent that fled out of there.
That's right. Yeah, that half the team is hitting the portal.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily the bad half of the team. I mean, you had the best player on both sides of the ball leave.
Yeah, they lost Henry To'o.
Right. And then they lost both their running backs.
Yes. I think Eric Gray left.
Yeah. I think a lot of it's going to depend, too, on what effect does Josh Heupel have this year on Harrison Bailey. Because Josh Heupel is a good offensive coach. So what can he get out of Harrison Bailey? Because Harrison Bailey has some experience. He played. I don't know if a lot is the right word, but he played in a lot of games last year.
Toward the end of the season.
So he's got some experience under his belt, which is good.
Right.
So
we'll
see what.
Who's he throwing the ball to, though?
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think that Josh Palmer is gone. So.
Zeus TV, thank you for the super chat. Vic, he wants to know, have we done the Mandalay Bay shooting? No.
Mandalay Bay. Okay, where's Mandalay
casino
Bay?
in Las Vegas. Guy was on like the 30th floor, busted the window out, and shot down into a concert crowd. Killed.
Killed 50
people.
I remember that now. I remember that now. Yeah. Okay, yeah, but what's the conspiracy, though?
Well, he's saying the window was never busted, so I guess the conspiracy is that all the bullets magically went through the window without busting it.
Right. Right, I guess maybe he removed the window before he started shooting.
Sounds like he believes this conspiracy, too.
Yeah, I know.
Muzzle flashes from the sky.
Well, I
The aliens
think it
did
was
it.
a conspiracy. I think it was just some nut job.
Well, it was. It was just some nut job. That's all it was. Some nut job with a bunch of high-powered rifles. That's it.
Yeah.
And a bird's eye view into a crowd of 5,000 people.
Yes.
I mean, you don't exactly need to be the world's greatest marksman to shoot from 30 floors up down into a crowd of 5,000 people and hit a few of them.
Right.
3 helicopters turned their transponders off before the shooting. Oh, this guy's been watching way too much YouTube.
Yeah, Volunteer 98 says, I hope Tennessee doesn't shit the bed and lose to Bowling Green.
Sea-Dog says Auburn plays Georgia State this year.
Yeah, right. Would that really shock anyone, though, if Tennessee lost to Bowling Green?
No.
Right, at this point, no Tennessee loss would shock me. Okay. It was like Slim Shady Canes, our resident gun expert, says ARs are not high-powered rifles.
Okay.
All right, y'all bet Slim is also gonna tell us that there's no such thing as an assault rifle. Yeah, that it's just a rifle. Zest TV says, you just thought it would be good content. Yeah, maybe. Maybe when we run out of things to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Some of these comments are hilarious. Sometimes it gets hard to tell if people believe what they're saying or if they're making fun of people who believe the things they're saying.
Yeah, Rick says, Ray, are you always so stupid? Or is a special occasion? Turn that vaccine microchip down. You're down to half a brain cell.
Legal definition of an assault rifle is a fully automatic rifle. Well, the rifles in the Mandalay Bay shooting were modified to shoot 90 rounds every 10 seconds.
Yes.
While holding the trigger down. You didn't have to pull the trigger 90 times in 10 seconds to shoot those 90 rounds. You only had to pull the trigger once. So whether that's what you consider an assault rifle or a high-powered rifle, I don't really think that's the point. But it's fine because the modifications that were made to those weapons to allow that were banned by Trump. So
that's what they call it, bump stocks.
Yeah, bump
right?
stocks. And Trump banned them. So send him an email or something and let him know how irritated you are about it. You can reach him at IusedToBePresident@gmail.com. JC says Bigfoot is real. You can see him commenting right in this comment section. That's a fact. Not to mention, I've got 3 videos of him.
Yeah.
All three of which are amazing, by the way. Finals of LouTube's Got Talent coming up on Monday, Vic. And you're in it.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel that you made the finals?
Yeah, that makes me feel great. Yeah.
Yeah. Slim Shady says, Trump didn't ban them. I still have mine. Slim Shady doesn't know what a ban is. It's just like when they banned AR-15s from 1994 to 2004. They didn't come take any. A ban means you can't manufacture and sell them anymore.
Right.
A ban doesn't mean someone's coming to your house to take yours. This is NRA misinformation at work right here. And guess what? Yeah. It's working. Apparently it's working.
The NRA endorsed Trump, though.
Well, yeah, they endorse any Republican that's running. I don't blame them. That fits with what their agenda or whatever. But how do you feel about being in the finals, Vic? Now when you and Sea-Dog first made that video and you saw the final product for the first time, did you think to yourself, we're making the finals?
Yeah.
You did. You knew it was a banger, didn't you? Right away.
Sea-Dog, Sea-Dog didn't think so. But,
yeah, he actually named, in the email where he sent me the video, he named it abomination.mp4. Yeah. Seemed like he didn't think it was very good. Meanwhile, he finds himself in the finals now.
Yeah, I told Sea-Dog that I was high on believing that we're going to make the final.
He should have listened to you. You were right. He was wrong.
I told him I was high on believing that we were going to win the talent show.
Oh, and you think you're going to win now? You still think that?
No.
Oh, no. Now, after seeing some of the competition, there's some stiff competition out there.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to end up. Banning assault rifles didn't work. We had a school shooting in 94. Well, again, they didn't come take anyone's rifles when the ban went into effect in 1994. It just banned the manufacture and sale. They didn't confiscate a single. It's not about confiscating. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. It doesn't matter. No one's minds get people believe whatever meme they saw most recently on that. So, what was I saying? I forgot now. Oh, I'll tell you what I've noticed in doing this talent show for a couple of years now, and I'm not saying this about anybody in particular, but sometimes popularity. Let's say you got two people that are similarly talented. So, what I'm trying to say is I think you and Sea-Dog have a pretty good chance.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody left. The videos are amazing, or they wouldn't be there. And I have no idea who's going to. I wouldn't bet $1 on who I think is going to win because honestly, I have no idea. The Bigfoot things are amazing. Obviously, the flashlight PP and the lightsaber PP are just two of the most hilarious. I mean, this lightsaber PP and flashlight. These people are making movies every week.
Yeah.
And sending in. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, no, that's why you said there was no voting. Yeah, they both won. They were matched up together.
Yeah, I just put them both through.
You said no voting. They're both advanced.
Well, because it didn't matter. I was going to use my judge's save on whichever one of them lost, so that was it.
Right.
So there was no point in even voting.
Right. Yeah, Captain Tripp says I'm voting for Vic no matter what. Yeah, well, thanks, Captain Tripp.
Sea-Dog says our finals video will blow your socks off.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope. Yeah, it would make me happy to get a second video from you guys.
Yes.
You know, I know it takes a long time to do what y'all do because y'all are in separate places, so you're having to record what you do, and then he records what he does, and then it's got to be edited together, and it's not like y'all are in the same place, so it's hard to do.
That Sea-Dog is doing most of the work, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if y'all win, does he get most of the money? No. You get split 50-50.
I don't know.
Yeah, split 50-50.
Well, I guess that'll be up to us, right?
Yeah, that'll be up to y'all.
Yeah.
That'll be up to y'all, clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, Rob Dog says, I think Sea-Dog is holding Mike Vick back.
Are y'all going to send any of the money to Carter if you win? For playing the drums?
Why?
Well, he plays the drums in that first video.
No, that was Sea Dog.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, looked like Carter.
Yeah, and no, I don't feel that way. Yeah, I don't think Sea Dog is holding me back.
Who said that?
That was Rob Dog.
Sea Dog is holding you back.
Sea Dog says that he's gonna agree. Yeah, you're being too hard on yourself, Sea Dog. Yeah, I think it was all good except for the Ooga Chaka part.
Yeah, and that's not y'all's
that's
fault.
annoying.
I mean, that's part of the song. That's an annoying part of the real song. I mean, it's just annoying, and it goes on for just way too long. You know.
I know.
I think what people are saying, Vic, is that you're John Lennon and he's Ringo Starr.
Right. Yeah, I'm John Lennon. Yeah, except I can't really do the John Lennon scream, though.
He's Sonny, you're Cher.
Yeah. You know how John Lennon has that scream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Revolution. Yeah. I think where he screams at the beginning of the song. Yeah.
You're Beyonce. He's the other two people from Destiny's Child that no one knows who they are.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of time before you break off into your solo career, basically.
Yeah. Right. So John Lennon or Paul McCartney.
Yeah, you're one of those two. He's either
Right.
either George Harrison or Ringo Starr.
No. I was asking you which one you think is better.
Well, I'm not a huge Beatles fan.
Right.
And John Lennon was. I mean, when was John Lennon killed? Was it late 70s or early 80s?
Yeah.
So I never knew him. So I guess I would go with Paul McCartney, but that's not anything against John Lennon. That's just all that was before I was even alive. I guess I would lean Paul McCartney because at least he's still around.
I think I'm a bigger fan of John Lennon.
Yeah. People want to know, would you be willing to sing something a cappella right now?
Sure. We want me to sing.
Captain Trips, he said yeah, so pick a song, I guess. We'll see what they say.
Rick Sanchez says Rolling Stones is better than the Beatles.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow. No, Chess Hall did that for the talent show. Let's not recreate that.
Yeah.
Mess. See, Tennessee Volunteer 98. I am good for something. No one wants to suggest any songs for you, Vic.
Right.
Raj wants you to sing Kilo, Love in Her Mouth.
No, I don't know that song.
Yeah.
I don't know that song. I don't know that song.
Right.
Yes, when Jay Kane says sing, I shot the sheriff.
I shot
the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy.
Vic, sing the theme from the show Cops.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Only a song or two, Friction. I'm not a big Perfect Circle fan or Pussifer. That'll be the next. People ask that too. I mean, I do like Maynard, obviously, but I'm more of a fan of Tool's music than I am the singing. It's not that I don't like that. I think Maynard's a genius lyrically, and I think he's at his best singing with Tool versus the other two. But I don't. The reason I like Tool isn't because I'm some huge Maynard fan. So there are a couple of A Perfect Circle songs that I like and a couple of Pussifer songs that I like, but not anywhere near the level like it is with Tool. There's one Pussifer song I play a lot actually on here. I'll play it when we end the show. It's great for a trash talk channel.
Right.
It's the one about what is it? The one about Cain killing Abel and
I'm about to drop you like Cain dropped Abel.
Yeah. It's talking about you better hope God takes you before I do.
You're hanging around.
What a great line that is.
Like a bad idea.
Yeah. You better hope he takes you before I do. It might be one of the greatest lines in history. There's another one too. What is it? Let me see. Shoot. He sings with another band, but only on one song. It's or at least one that I know of. It might be a more. The Deftones. He sings on a song with the Deftones too, and I couldn't name another song the Deftones sing, but I like that song because Maynard's great in it. It's not just Maynard. He sings. It might be just the chorus that Maynard sings in that song. Passenger. That's the name of it. Yeah, Passenger. I'll play that, and then I'll play the Pussifer song that I like when we end the show, which is right now.
Yeah.
Vic, we knocked this one out of the park, buddy.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah. No doubt about it. We knocked down every one of these harebrained conspiracies that Alex Jones has been espousing.
Yes.
As a group, these are definitely the most potato conspiracies that we've covered.
Yes.
Like, there's almost even no evidence of any of it being real, of any of the stuff he talks about. At least some of the other stuff, Bigfoot, there's a video. You can argue over whether it's real, but there's that video. The heart machine does exist. The weather thing, what they do with it is up for debate, but it does exist. It was controlled by the military.
Yeah, so what
you
they
know.
do with it or how powerful it really is unknown.
Yeah. So a lot of the conspiracies, even though I might not believe fully in them, at least most of the conspiracies we've talked about, like there are things you can point to at least make you kind of scratch your head. But when it comes to Alex Jones, I scratch my head, but not because of any evidence or proof, but it's just because I can't believe some guys made a career out of convincing some amount of people that we're turning all the frogs gay.
Yeah.
It's just, his potato level is through the roof.
Yeah, potato level, 1 billion.
Right. Oh, how could I forget? We'll make this quick, Vic, because I know we're running out of time. We need to know about the house party, buddy.
Oh, okay. Y'all still want to know about that?
Yeah. How'd it go?
Okay. Yeah, it went good.
Yeah. How many people showed up?
About 5.
Oh, okay. So just an intimate evening, kind of. Nothing too crazy.
No, nothing too crazy.
Now, what did we eat and drink?
Yeah. See, we had some wings and some chicken fingers.
Great party food.
Yeah, we had some pizza.
Yeah, so all things you can just grab and go. You ain't got to set out a bunch of silverware and all that nonsense.
Right. Yeah, right. We just eat on paper plates.
Right.
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 Yeah, paper plates.
Yeah.
Yeah, those solo cups.
Yeah. How long does party last?
Let's see, about a couple of hours.
That's good.
Let's see, it was about 3 hours. Well, it was about 2.5. Yeah. Well, what was supposed to start at 7, but everyone was late. So.
Now, when it was time for the party to be over, or you were ready for it to be over, did you have to do the thing where you kind of just stand up and go, well, appreciate y'all stopping by, or did everybody just kind of leave on their own in a timely manner?
Yeah, everybody left on their own terms.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I didn't kick anybody out, if that's what you're wondering.
Sometimes you have to do that. You're like, God, I wish these people would leave, and they won't leave, and so you stand.
Yeah,
you do the thing where you're like, well, I really appreciate y'all coming by, had a good time, and you gotta, be careful on the ride home, and you're kind of walking towards the door as you're saying it, and then you're standing there holding the door open.
I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, I do that every time. Yeah. I do that every time I have people over.
I know.
After about 10 minutes.
Yeah, maybe if it was getting late, maybe if it was getting to be, almost 11, then I might have done that. But,
Yeah, I do that every time after about 10 minutes. Well, it was nice seeing you. Appreciate you coming by, and that.
I know.
Uh-oh. So, yeah. Well, that's good, Vic. Glad you had a good time.
Yeah.
And you'll be back this Friday. Is that true?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday. 6 o'clock?
Yeah, 6 o'clock, yeah.
And that's 6 o'clock Athens time, right?
Athens time, yeah. Yeah, Eastern time.
Right.
Yeah.
Athens time. You guys check Vic out tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. He does a live stream every Friday night at 6. Y'all go check him out. Say hello. Just VikTube Productions.
Yes, say
VikTube
hello.
Productions. Just like it's in the title. You'll find it'll come up every Friday night at 6 o'clock. It's a fun stream. I'm in there almost every Friday, Vic.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm in there almost every Friday.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. For the last few weeks, you've been in there.
Yeah.
We've been talking about all kind of weird stuff. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is your show stream rated?
Show stream rated. What's it rated? I don't know. What do you think it should be rated?
I would give it a PG-13 mostly.
Yes, between PG-13 and an R.
Right. it dabbles into R territory from time to time. Overall, I
Right,
would give
that
it a
might be,
PG-13. Parental guidance
yeah,
strongly
usually,
suggested.
yep, yeah, that's right. Usually between PG-13 and low key R.
Right, like if I could make up a rating, I would call it maybe PG-15.
Yeah, PG or 16, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 or 16 plus, yeah.
All right, Vic. Well, thanks for coming on again this morning, sir. I look forward to doing it again next week, and I will see you tomorrow night at 6 o'clock on your show stream over on your channel, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your day, buddy.
Yeah, you too, Lou.
All right. Talk to you later. There you go. VikTube Productions checking in like he does every single Thursday. Thank you for that, Vic. That was fun today. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us this morning. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Going to have Ballard on. Going to find out what happened with his job situation. And we're going to find out what's going on with his Facebook dating. He has been communicating with multiple females through Facebook dating. We're going to see if we can't get him to read us some of the conversations he's having with these amazing women. And we'll let him read some news, too, because he likes to do that. We'll let him talk about my Atlanta Hawks. Shout out to Zeus TV, Slim Shady Canes, and Between the Trenches for hitting the super chat this morning to help support the show. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to play these two songs for you at the end. Been a while since I played either of these two, so I'm glad somebody brought that up. I think it was it Friction Fiction that asked about Perfect Circle? Maybe. I don't know. All right, here we go. First up, Pussifer, The Rapture, which is an amazing song, especially for a trash talk channel. And then we'll close things out with the Deftones with a special appearance by Maynard. I believe it's the chorus that he sings, a song called Passenger. But this is The Rapture by Pussifer. Brief note. I'm 3 subscribers away from 39,000. So I know some of you've got some troll accounts. Go log into your troll account, subscribe to this channel. I'm 3 subscribers away from 39,000. Let's make it happen.
Drop you like Cain, drop Abel. I'm about to drop
the shallow end of assumption. Time to come correct, son. Rapture my ears. You better hope it takes you before I do. About to drop you like Cain, like Cain dropped Abel. About to drop you like Cain. You better hope it takes you. About to drop you like Cain. I had enough of your voodoo. About to drop you like Cain. You better hope it takes you. Up to Sodom, your Gomorrah, delivering redemption. Feel my resurrection. About to drop you like Cain. Like Cain dropped Abel. About to drop you like Cain. You better hope it takes you. About to drop you like Cain. I had enough of your voodoo. About to drop you like Cain. You better hope it takes you. Before I
Thank you guys. 39K. Woo! 39,000. Be 40 soon. Now, this isn't Maynard singing here. This is whoever sings for Deftones. I've got no clue. I'm not a Deftones fan. But you'll hear when Maynard comes in. I think it's the chorus, but you'll recognize his voice. You'll know it's him when you hear it. Here, this is Maynard.